So here class 11 we are going to start with a new topic of BSTD, that is sole proprietorship. Now what is the meaning of sole proprietor? Sole means one and proprietor means owner. So there is only one owner of the particular business. Then it is known as sole proprietorship. Now this is also known by another term, that is called one man control. So a sole proprietorship business is often known as one man show, because a single person not only owns the business, the sole proprietor is not only the owner of the business. By owner we mean that he contributes the necessary capital or the money required to start up the business process. So the owner owns the business means he gives money, his money is utilized in the business, and not only he owns the business, he also manages and controls the entire working or functioning of the business. Now manage means he functions the entire business. He looks that whether the entire working of the business is done rightfully or not, whether money is being utilized in the best possible way or not. And control means he takes all the decisions which are necessary for the particular business. So by sole proprietor we mean only one owner of the business, and the single man not only owns or bears the capital or finance, but he also manages, takes all the important decisions regarding the business. So the management and control is also in his hand. So that's why it is often called one man show, because he entirely is responsible for the business. If there is loss, you should feel that there is some problem with the decision taken up by the sole proprietor. If it gives profit as the outcome, that means then the sole proprietor was effective enough in taking the decision. Now we come to features. Now feature means characteristics, or what is very obvious, or what can you see if the business is a sole proprietor business. What are the things that you will see in a sole proprietor business? Number one, easy formation. And even easy closure. Now a sole proprietor, whenever he wishes to start a business, he can easily form the business, and if he wishes to close it down, the business can be closed down easily, because there is very less or negligible legal formalities. Now by legal formalities, what do we mean? It means that all the things which are necessary for law. If you want to hold a business, it has to be recognized under law. And how it is recognized? You have to be a license holder, your firm needs to be registered, and there are many legal steps that your business must abide by. But here we say that there is easy formation and closure, because very less to no negligible formalities are there. Only by getting the license, a businessman can operate as a sole proprietor. He can start up his business only by holding a license. So easy formation and closure. Number two, unlimited liability. Now liability, what is the meaning of the term liability? It means burden. So suppose the sole proprietor is the only owner of the business. So for the business, whatever money needs to be raised, the sole proprietor has to arrange that. So if the proprietor inherits some property from his parents, grandparents, he can use the capital for the business purpose. And if he is having lack of capital, then he can take loans from the market. But whatever loans he take, they have to be paid back again. So now the sole proprietor is raising loan just because his business needs the finance, and after using the money efficiently in the business, when the business give back profits, then the sole proprietor can return from the profit the loan as well as the interest amount, the principal as well as the interest amount. So whatever loan he requires for the business, and since he is the single owner, the loan has to be taken in his name. And with that loan, why he is taking? To make it operational or use it for the business purpose. And later on, every businessman wants to earn profit, and from the profit it will be easier to repay the loan. So loan provides the much needed finance if the sole proprietor does not inherit much money for the business, and from the profit it is easy to give back the loan amount to the banks. But what if the loan which is taken by the sole proprietor, he thought of using in the business in the best possible way, but then also profit is not recovered, but instead loss is achieved at the end. And in case of loss, what happens? The businessman not only loses the money income, but also he has to repay the loan. So he has to attach all his personal property in order to repay the loan, just because he have not got enough profit, rather he got loss, which no banks will come to see or understand the pain. So the sole proprietor has to attach even his personal property in order to repay to the financial institution to which it is indebted. That's why the sole proprietor has unlimited liability. Nobody is there to share his loss. So when he is in a painful situation, he has to bear the entire pain himself. Loss sharing is not possible. Now, just like loss sharing is not possible, similarly, here profit is also not shared, because one sole proprietor is the only owner. He is taking the effort of managing and controlling the business, and if he earns profit, he is the single person who is going to appropriate. So feature includes all positive and negative points that are pertaining to the sole proprietorship. So easy formation is a kind of advantage. Unlimited liability or burden is always a disadvantage, whereas if he does the business all alone, there is no one with him, he has to share the profit. So that is also a benefit point, that no profit sharing is done over here. Then number 4, control. Since he has got the entire control and he is the only decision maker, he can take quick decisions. Now quick decisions are always needed to grab any opportunity when it comes. And if there are more than one owner, what will happen in the business? A decision will require approval by all of them, and when the conclusion about the conclusive decision is made, or a right decision they come up to, till then the opportunity might be lost. So what happens? The entire control, since it is with the sole proprietor, he is the only deciding factor over here. He can take quick decisions and can grab opportunity whenever it comes. Number 5, no separate legal entity. Now, no separate legal entity, this means that the businessman and the business are treated in the same way. That means if you address the business by the name of the person, you are referring to the business only. Now, separate entity means in case of joint stock companies or big companies, there are several owners. And when there are several owners, all of them contribute finance into the business. But because all of them are contributing finance into the business, it's not possible to take all of their decisions or to consider all of their decisions when you're framing any kind of decision for the company. So a separate management body is kept who will be deciding, and separate group of owners are there. That time we call separate legal entity exist. But in sole proprietorship, the owner is the one who makes the decision. So he is not only the owner, but he is a part of the management. So we call that there is no separate legal entity. And the last feature that you will find over here is lack of continuity. Now continuity means how long the business is running. Now a sole proprietor may be having a very lucrative business, a profit earning business, but since he is the only controller, in his absence nobody is there to continue the business. So with his death, the business can come to an end, or due to any physical illness, if the sole proprietor is physically ill, then also the business should come to a stop. And if he turns insolvent, not able to return the bank loan, then he has to bear the unlimited liability. He has to attach all his personal property, even he might lose the business. So there is a problem of lack of continuity in case of this type of business where there is single owner.